It's Cosmic Grace. So I had to step down because I have Alzheimer's, I have dementia. So dementia, if you were to look at Alzheimer's stages, the late stages of Alzheimer's is dementia, and at that point in time you forget everything. You're parasympathetic, you're autonomous, and your essential nervous systems eventually start to die because you're riddled with disease. And the disease that you're riddled with at the end of Alzheimer's, it can bust into dementia. People get Alzheimer's because they're unseen. So if you're unseen because you had terrible childhood trauma and people don't want to hear about it or keep negating your truth even though they're the ones who did it to you, those are the ones those are the people that end up getting dementia. So if somebody has dementia, it's because they're probably raped growing up and they're unseen. So everybody who has Alzheimer's, I'm so sorry, and I am so sorry. Cheers, Jesus. I have to open up my ears. So I contacted Alzheimer's Association already and let them know the process of Alzheimer's. So it pretty much starts Alzheimer's, so you have amnesia. Jesus. And then it goes, and then you're still unseen. You keep getting provoked. There's his burps. So Alzheimer's, amnesia, and then eventually you keep getting provoked and pissed off, especially because we're in spiritual battles. And then after that it goes, so amnesia, Alzheimer's, and then you get dementia, you get senile, then dementia, and then so senile, dementia, and then eventually you're gone. Why? Because you are good. I see you, it's God. So in the afterlife, I can help you guys, so you guys have your memory back. So how do you slow the reverse? How do you slow Alzheimer's, and how can you reverse it? So they said Alzheimer's is a mystery. There's a sniffle. So the mystery is they don't want to talk about it, their childhood, or they don't remember, like DID. They disassociate from trauma. So the mystery of Alzheimer's is trauma. I don't respect this bar, so I respect my guitar. So the thing to reverse Alzheimer's or slow it down, endorphin spikes, energy, endorphin chemicals within the body. So how do you do that? You have to do things you really want to be doing, or do something grand. What can you do that's grand in your life? And then you end up getting Alzheimer's, dementia, and then you end up with your caretaker that's probably the one who gave you all that rage, all that trauma, all that hate, all that anger, all that unseen situations, to eventually, now they're your caretaker. So let's talk about the thing I just talked to with the pastors right now. It's hot over here. Clouds, can you go back? So I talked to the pastors and said, you're nothing to not do self-punishment. I talked to the priest and said, you're nothing to not do self-punishment and rip off your penis if you rape. And I said, why the fuck are you guys reading from the old book anyway? We're done. Obviously, we're done. You you should only be reading Revelation in church, and that's all. For like the last 4 years. So your salvation handbook is the New Testament. So salvation is synonymous with the truth. Why? Because the New Testament tells you truths on how to survive the end of times, which we're in. Scientists confirmed it. It's all over the news. So, what are you guys doing in church? Are you looking at each other? Are your thoughts terrible, like sexual, during church? How come you can't be your best in 4 hours? Do you know it all? Are you all the all-knowing? Because you guys are acting like it. Do you have discernment yet? Have you thought about your meridians and your energy centers? Are you calling Western medicine alternative? Eastern medicine was first. It doesn't do anything but speak only the truth. You guys go in Western medicine and they say, hi, you can do that holistic thing, which is all natural. But that all natural thing is called alternative healing. Shame on us, right? We're dead. Am I right or am I right? Are you healing? Are you healing by talking? Are you talking it out? Are you feeling it to heal it? Or are you narcissistic, holding on to truths, making things up, not tapping into? Are you arrogant? Do you think that's okay? Do you remember what Sumer gods say? Once upon a day? Are you happy? Do you have your own serotonin too? Are you taking that Zoloft thing that you asked to be bestowed to you? Serotonin's happiness. That's the void. Are you thinking about everything? Or are you thinking about that boy, your toy? Men, are you gay? All of you say it at once. I'm in your goddamn thoughts. Women, are you giving your happiness away to a gay man in the closet? Did you have a child with a gay man in the closet? Terribly excuse the burp, which means terribly excuse you. Did you ask your man when he had that 5-pound flour bag if he fucked it when he was in high school? Because that's what they did. Do you remember when they chucked the baby on the floor when they're done? Did the sermon hit a chord? Or many. This is just church in 10 minutes. It's Cosmic Christ. Let me tell you why I decided to be the science fiction religion leader. Was because science means knowledge. Fiction means imaginary. Knowledge imaginary. but we have Space Force. We made you guys think about the cosmos. When we did sci-fi movies, we said none of this is possible, but that's not the truth. It was the future. How do you guys feel about sci-fi? They were metaphors. My Alzheimer's is reversing because I did a grand thing. I proposed to the mayor, and it actually spiked everything, and it's okay. I went from 4 days lapse to, or 4 hour lapse, and now I'm at 10 days. So I remember last 10 days only. I have Alzheimer's for the last 17 months, unbeknownst to me. I've been on the streets for the last 2.5 years, unbeknownst to me. Anyway, are you suffering within and without? What can you change? Both? Are you looking for that void? What is it? Happiness. Serotonin. If happiness is a choice, is that in your control to change your happiness within or without? Are you doing everything you want to be doing? Everything you need to be doing? And everything you have to be doing? Are you giving your power away? Have you done your past life regression? Do you know who you are? Do you care? If you care to know who you are, you're on the path to self-discovery. Next step, self-mastery. Are you musically inclined, or are you rigid? Are you controlling other people, or are you bitching? Are you bitching while you're controlling other people even though they don't know what the fuck you're talking about? Are you projecting things you need to hear for yourself? Alright, 12 minutes. This is just church and fucking now 12 minutes-ish. Are you gaining anything from this? Or are you going in high beta and gamma saying, no, 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 no. Your brainwaves are going, we don't want to talk about anything she's talking about. So I'm talking to you, bing. The vibration goes, she's talking, bing, bing. Turn the channel. I could teach you guys how to play guitar in 1 hour. I can even probably teach you on FaceTime. Just like me. So if you're in Salt Lake City, I can teach you in person. It's $200. I get you a guitar that looks just like mine or a color that you want. And I teach you how to play a guitar just like me in an hour. Are you okay with that? I figured it out how to do this easily. Would you rather play guitar than talk about your problems? Would you like to talk about your problems while playing guitar? Do you want to learn something new? Do you want to get new neurotransmitters? Do you want to be thinking again? What do you want to do? Let us know. You know, I'm at a place called Club Verse right now. I'm in Salt Lake City, and I'm on the patio, on the roof right now, and it's something really beautiful. But right when you walk in, there's a thing that's right over there, and it says, "Are you bisexual or are you gay? And are you still with your family and you want to come out?" For the men out here, it's beautiful. That's the type of security, that's the type of support, that's the type of community these men are looking for. So men, I recommend you remove yourself from your home, go get into a motel, go get into an apartment. Make sure you never leave your woman and your children houseless. Be that badass, even if you're a gay man in the closet, be that badass gay man who makes sure they take care of their responsibilities. Every time you have a child, you create karma within yourself. No matter your diehard beliefs. So if you need to go and get a support, you know, Salt Lake City, Utah, this is one of the biggest LGBTQ places where all these men go. You may leave your wives if you are nothing for your wife. It is God. It is Sos. It is Allah. It is Elohim. It's Guru Ponch. You may leave your life because your heart is nothing for them. You may leave your life and go start a new life. Why? Because your wife's going to go home and she's going to cry like they say on the memes. She's going to die like they say on the memes. She's going to sit in her own shit like they say on the memes for caterpillars. And she's going to get her wings and she's going to sprout. But you have to tell her the truth to set her free. Men, you need closure. Women, you need closure. Men, you're the ones who are in trouble because you need to learn how to speak the truth. You're nothing to not speak the truth. But you have to tell your wife, I'm just telling you right now, my father was very terrible to me. And then after, make sure you have open ears. Try not to one-up each other. Just say, my father was terrible to me. He pulled me in the room when my mother would go to the store and say, okay. It's like a magician, right? Okay. Me, talking to you guys. Okay, go in the room. You're my boyfriend. And they would kiss him on the cheek. The fathers would do that to the boys. And then your wife's going to sit there and think and say, do I feel safe enough to tell them what my father did to me? My father would go in the room and yell at me and scream, hex. And I would have to get up, run to the room in his room, and have sex with him every morning when the mother would leave. In case the mother came back, it would be the child's fault and not the father's. All the men did that in Utah. All the men did that in Utah. I'm born in 1986. It'll be my 38th birthday on July 17th. I'm not from Utah, but I had terrible childhood trauma. My father and my mother and my sister and my brother did satanic ritual abuse on me starting July 19th, 1986 until August 20th, 1987. 7 to 9 hours a day. They sexually assaulted me for 7 to 9 hours a day, satanic ritual abuse. My father, my sister, my mother, my brother. We are the shameless family muse. I am lip. I think for the military. So if you have to leave your family, do it amicably and leave with grace.